What are some of the things that they ought to be looking at in the future?
Right. I mean, I think there's two big things that could be helpful to North Carolina. And the first is just thinking about how school finance has done in the state overall, because North Carolina is one of a very few states that actually gives school districts or local education agencies positions and programs instead of actually money for kids and letting them decide at the local level. And so just thinking about how money is distributed and how it's attached to where kids actually enroll, I think will be a big challenge for the state of North Carolina, and they're completely out of sync with every other state in terms of how their funding is distributing. And for school choice moving forward, having money attached to kids is a big school choice enabler if your funding formula is right. And then the second thing that I'll just wrap up with is education savings accounts, which is taking hold nationwide. And that's the idea of giving parents a bank account or a debit card with their per pupil funding attached and letting them, they could use a tutor or a private school. They could use online classes from MIT. They could have, an occupational therapist, whatever their child needed. And then if they have an incentive to save, they could roll that money over that's left toward future years of education or toward their kids' college savings account.